Hey you guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I thought it would be nice. It actually feels really good out here. And I want to plant a few pink and purple blooming perennials in the garden space. Some of them are going to go up front. Some of them are going to go right down in here. This area right now it's in shade, but it's relatively early morning, probably about, I don't know, 10, 11-ish. But in just about an hour or so, this will be in full complete sun until around 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to be planting some sun-loving perennials down in here and some of my plant haul finds. So let's get into it. All right, guys, here is the selection of plants that I want to get in the ground today. They are all pink, purple, or blue blooming perennials, and they're all gorgeous to me. So let's take a look at the first one, which is the phlox. Now, the phlox, that is by Proven Winners. It is called Ultra Pink. It is the Opening Acts series by Proven Winners. I had some phlox in my last garden space and it was absolutely beautiful, and I was just talking about it the day before yesterday and how much I missed having it in there. And I swear God hears me, and he's just sits these plants right along my path. So this is gorgeous. Now the one that I had was opalescence, and it just looked like it glowed. It was just so beautiful, and I had it all along the front of the house, and it was truly becoming one of my favorites. Now this is a full sun loving perennial. It will get to be about 26 or maybe 28 to 30 inches tall and about a 36-inch spread per plant. So very very tall, very bushy, and I think that I know exactly where I want these to go, but they're really spectacular and they smell amazing. I had these in the back of the car last night. We went to Home Depot on a whim, me and the girls. My husband was at work, and after dinner, I'm like, it's about 8 o'clock. And I just was sitting there, and I'm like, let's go to Home Depot, you guys. But look at the blooms. Aren't they the sweetest? Beautiful. And they were always down for the ride. So we went to Home Depot, and I picked up a couple of these. And I found me some more red hot pokers, but these are Proven Winners varieties, the one that I found. So I think that the space that I want to plant these in the garden is going to be gorgeous. I'll show you guys that in a second. But let's take a look at the next one. You guys may remember this from my plant haul. This is an allium. It's Millennium by Monrovia, and it is one of my favorites. I've said it numerous times, but it's such a diverse plant, and it can go just about anywhere. It has these really beautiful rosy purple blooms, and even when they're not in bloom and the spent blooms are still there, I still love them. I don't tend to deadhead them. I think they're gorgeous. I have another variety called Serendipity in my garden space, and I love those as well. Here's the thing about the two. There's a couple of differences I've noticed. One is their foliage color. This is a more deeper dark green versus the Serendipity is more of a blue-green kind of a tone. Also, these don't readily self-seed like Serendipity alliums. I have read about Serendipity alliums kind of self-seeding and becoming a nightmare, and I'll have to be honest with you, I've noticed so much Serendipity allium popping up where I have mine planted. I know some people's I have read said that they don't notice that, and it may just be a climate thing. I don't notice it with the Millennium. So that's some food for thought. You may want to check into that. I will keep my eye open again this season with the Millennium and see if it happens, but so far I have not noticed it self-seeding. Next one is this beautiful blue chiffon Rose of Sharon, and it's already got some spent blooms on there, but there is one of the blooms. Isn't that beautiful? Such a pretty plant. And we do have several other buds that are about to pop out on it. So I already gave you guys the stats on this plant in my plant haul, but it will get to be about 8 to 10 feet tall and about, I don't know, was it 10 to 12 feet wide? So it's more like an ornamental tree than a shrub in my opinion. But where I want it to go, I think it'll be beautiful in that spot, and I can kind of try to keep it limbed up. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the ground where I think that I want it. Yeah, this is going to be what we'll be planting up for today. Also, you guys see my variegated hydrangea back there that I showed you in the plant haul video. My other is scheduled to be delivered today, so I'm super excited about that, and hopefully I can get those in the ground really soon as well. All right, you guys, let's get these plants set up. where I think that I want them to go, and then we'll get right on it. Okay, you guys, I think this is where I want them to live. I feel like they'll be beautiful right here. And I may go ahead and throw in one of my little red hot pokers right back there. The one that I got from Proven Winners. I think that would be beautiful, even though it's not a pink, blue, or purple blooming thing. I still feel like it will be a little bit of a presence right there. And I want to put the Proven Winners one there in particular because it gets a little bit bigger than the other ones. It's not dwarf size, and I do kind of want it to be a little bit fuller right there. So let me get it. Oh, I do like that, you guys. I like that. And then imagine that being backed with some kind of a shrub or a hedge. Now, keep in mind that that little green thing will actually become much bigger than what it is. So, about a 5 by 5. So, it will fill in right in that area. And then I will just need something with some height. I'm talking about that little green shrub right there. Then I will need something else right along in here with a little bit of height. I'm thinking a hydrangea. Y'all already know. Y'all, I have a bobo hydrangea that needs more sun. We might just fill in this whole little corner today, and I'm not even mad about that. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so there are the phlox right there. Keep in mind they'll get to be about 30 inches tall, so a little bit taller than what they are right now. I would guesstimate that they're probably roughly in the 20 margin right around right now, and you have to take into consideration they also are in their nursery cans. Once they're in the ground, they'll be much lower. Let me go ahead and tell you about the red hot poker real quick, since we're going to be putting it in the ground. But it gets to be like hold on. All right, so that is that'll get to be roughly 24 inches tall by about 30 inches wide, so that'll fill in that little corner pretty nicely. That is part of the Pyromania series by Proven Winners, and the color of that one is called Orange Blaze, and I love that it completely matches the mango one that I got from Lowe's on clearance, so that made my day. But anyway, I'm thinking, I hate to have to do it, but the Bobo is kind of a late bloomer for me. So I feel like it'll be okay if I go ahead and transplant it now. I would not recommend transplanting anything this late in the game, but I do it all the time. Just want to make sure you give it ample water to make sure it's going to be okay. But let's go ahead and get these in the ground, and then we'll go dig up the Bobo hydrangea and see about putting it in the ground as well. All right, let's do All right, you guys, the sun has crept on over here and it's hot. So we got the 3 ultra pink phlox in the ground. Those are some veronica that we planted previously. And then there is the smoke bush. And then back planted is the Nephophia, or the red hot poker, by Proven Winners as well. And that is Orange Blaze. But I like that. This little corner is coming together. I need to, it needs to be etched again. Already, we've been getting so much rain though that the grass just keeps growing. But all right, hydrangea. Let me go double check, make sure this hydrangea doesn't have any buds on it, because I'm not going to transplant it if it's got buds on it, because I don't want to risk killing off my buds. All right, you guys, here's the Bobo, and honestly it should be much further along than what it is, but I just feel like it's so shaded that it's just not beneficial for it down here. What I'm going, I do see a couple of buds already forming. And then also, I gotta dig a hole for that rose. That rose, y'all, that rose. All right, let me figure out, and let me go ahead and probably start digging a hole. a hole for the rose to be. Um, Poor thing. I don't know if it's going to survive or not. But we'll try it out and see what happens. We'll find a place for it to be back here along the fence line. Let it ramble, do its thing. Then I think I will go ahead and dig up this hydrangea. Okay, you guys, so a point of reference right down there where Skylar is playing with her ball is where I'm going to plant the rose. Those tall things there are my limelight standards that I got recently from Lowe's for $39 and some change. So I went ahead and got those in the ground, and I didn't film it. It was just overcast, kind of hot, muggy day, and I just really wanted to get it done. And digging those holes were, oof. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plant it back there, and we'll see what happens with it. I think somewhere around in here, because this area of the fence line gets more sun than this area down here underneath the trees. So we'll see if we can dig a hole down there. I struggled a bit because it's so rocky, but we'll try to dig a hole and see what happens. Alright, you guys, there it is. That's about as much work as I am willing to put in, or as much effort as I am willing to put in to see that Bathsheba thrives, or thrives rather. She doesn't do good back here. She's just not meant to be for me. I wasn't that in love with the rose once it started blooming anyway. I'm really honestly just keeping it because I've not had her for very long, and I want to give her a little bit of a chance to see what's going to happen with her blooms. Let me go dig the hole for the hydrangea, get the hydrangea planted. It's very humid out here. It's hot and humid. I think our high is like 86, 87. I think yesterday was like 88. And the humidity. Let's get back up the hill, dig up this Bobo hydrangea, get it in the ground, and see if I still have any steam left to plant the rest of the stash. There it is. Excuse the stuff in the background. I will clean that up. So there is the Bobo hydrangea. I think it gets like 3 feet tall and wide or something like that. So it'll be nice right here. And then with the white blooms up against the pretty phlox right here. Then we have the green of the smoke bush. And there is the Veronica, the Nephophia, and the geranium. So this little corner is so cute. I'm gonna get everything watered in, then I guess I'll go down there and water the rose in too. Oh, look at the bumblebee, y'all. Oh, he's happy. And you guys, I think I'm gonna hold off. I might come back out here later. If I do, it'll be a different video, same day. So if you see me in the same clothes, or maybe not even the same clothes, because I have a spider that keeps disappearing on me. So I may go and change the clothes and then come back. Anyway, that's it, you guys. I want to thank all my new subscribers out there. Thank you so very much. Also, don't forget to, if you are enjoying the video, share it around. That helps me in the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you will know when a new upload is available for you to watch. I appreciate you all so much. You are all a blessing to me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.